Do you think Ben Roethlisberger is right? Do you think he's earned the right to criticize his teammates? Does any one player have the right to criticize his teammates?
Well, when you're playing a team sport, there are going to be guys on the team that they have natural leadership skills. They are the leaders of the team. And most of the time, it's based on sweat equity that you've put in and how good are you as a player. But just because you've been there longer, that doesn't give you the right to be able to chastise players. You have to be able to earn that right. Now, Ben thinks he's a great leader. I don't think so, because Ben was not critical of himself. Right. Like the other players. And you don't tell the wide receiver to run a better route to the media without talking to him. Like that's information you just don't give away.
And not just any receiver,
so
but
Ben just made that stuff up. What about the anthem last year, Ben? Well, you and the team decide y'all going to stay in the locker room. Oh, you earned the right to walk out there, right?
And then tell everybody your thoughts on it. What about when your team drafts Mason Rudolph and you go out of your way to say, I thought we could have gotten a better player in the third round?
You know why I did that, Nick? Because I know how to motivate guys.
Yeah,
to different guys, you say different things to them.
I understand that we have to add context to things. And if there is a guy who, for years, let's use Eli as an example. Eli, for however flawed he is as a quarterback at this point, has never been someone that has gone out of his way to criticize teammates and has always put it on himself. And if Eli, at one point, did publicly say, I didn't like this play call or this wide receiver screwed something up, I would listen to that, because he's got 15 years, same as Big Ben, of equity built up, not of great play. Forget the great play stuff, because they both won 2 Super Bowls, but of not saying these types of things and always putting it on himself. Big Ben's got 15 years of the opposite. He's got 15 years of his rookie year. He comes out after the season and says, I have broken toes. And the Bill Cowher's like, no, he doesn't. What is he talking about? He has done that every time. Big Ben is a warrior, but he will also put something on those injuries he's playing through. He's got 15 years of criticizing coaches, offensive coordinators, and throwing teammates under the bus while not putting it on himself. And this is something we do not afford to other players in this league. Other guys in the league, when we had a damn national emergency when Odell Beckham, next to high out of his mind Lil Wayne, criticized Eli. He talked about this for 2 weeks. And Odell's criticism, while he shouldn't have done it, was at least accurate. Big Ben's criticism was inaccurate, and he's doubling down on it.
Well, my biggest issue was that he was very confident in saying, well, this helps motivate the players. I can't imagine, that Antonio Brown is like, okay, I'm going to go out and run better routes. Yeah, I am motivated by this. Not a guy like him. I mean, are players motivated when your so-called leader calls you out?
No, Ben's full of bull. He's just lying. He's flat out just lying. And he's just getting deeper and deeper into it. And his track record speaks for that. What Ben should have been talking about was actually what happened in the play and how he could have made the play successful. All this is coming off of just one play. So for me, it's bad leadership. And it's already Wednesday. We should be talking about who they're playing next. He shouldn't be allowing the media. As a 15-year veteran, been at Super Bowls, been the biggest press conference ever. And he's still allowing the media to talk about last week's game. That's not good leadership. So Ben, to me, over the years, he has shown me. And when I criticize Ben, I criticize him because based on what I see, being in the NFL locker room and knowing NFL players. I don't criticize him because I'm in the Hall of Fame. I don't criticize him because I've been to 8 Pro Bowls. I don't say I've earned the right to be able to criticize players. No. You never earn that right. I don't care how successful you are. You think Bill Belichick, when he corrects someone, he's saying, I've earned the right? Or that's actually just the coaching point that you need to be able to get the job done?
And I know we played the audio and we focused on Ben's comments during that interview about that final play. But earlier in that interview, he throws rookie James Washington under the bus. That doesn't help him.
Yeah.
That doesn't help a guy who's trying to build his confidence in this league.
He threw coaches under the bus as well.
But the reason I bring up the rookie is that's like the most vulnerable member of your team. Right. He's on a team with a super alpha wide receiver in AB. I think a budding star in Juju. He's trying to find his own way, trying to continue this legacy of the Steelers finding great wide receivers in the middle rounds.
Yeah.
And Big Ben nails him because he had a couple tough drops. Like it is just he's the only guy like this. And by the way, he's also one of only 2 starting quarterbacks, he and Jameis, that have real stuff off the field throughout their career that could be, that for some reason we have just, not so much with Jameis, but with Ben, we've all moved past. His teammates have moved past. Like, have the Steelers earned the right with Ben Roethlisberger to say, hey, man, we had your back with the motorcycle wreck. We had your back with those horrific allegations 2 times over. Now, can you have our back and zip it? Can you stop using this weekly radio spot on 93.7 in Pittsburgh as your own personal therapy session and just stay within the line so we don't have to, so I don't, as a wide receivers coach, have to deal with Antonio coming to me and saying, and dealing with it. And James Washington coming to me, his confidence is shot. Like, it's just, and he doesn't put it on himself. He does not say, this one was on me.
Never has.
And so it's just, it's not accurate.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.